highlights on the news at 3 p.m. Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, advises Nigerians to explore paths of dialogue in resolving challenges. Nigerian Ports Authority is set to begin full automation, cargo tracking, and last-minute move to avert strike fails as organized labor leaders shun federal government meeting. Good afternoon. Welcome to today's news at 3 p.m. Do you love and care about River State and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish. My name is Helen Eric Geminiwa. Here is the news in full. The chairman, Asari Toru Local Government Area, Honorable Onengio Fori George, says his vision and mission is geared to make Asalga a safe haven through the administration of good governance. The chairman stated this in a media parley with newsmen at the local government council headquarters, Buguma. Emmanuel Emeyono was there, and his report is presented from our studios.
Honorable George explained that since inception of office as the council boss, Asalga has witnessed massive development and empowerment of youths and women in the 15 communities of the local government area. He said the security of lives and property is the major priority of his administration, noting that the council will continue to work in synergy with stakeholders and relevant security agencies to ensure peace and unity in the area to attract more development. He maintained that Asari Toro is known for peace and will continue to be peaceful. Hence, security measures has been put in place to ensure adequate protection for those living and doing business in the area, while assuring inclusive and responsive governance system that places Asalga first and improve the well-being of its citizenry. On the issue of oil theft, the chairman maintained that no illegal oil bunkering activities is found in Asari Toro. Hence, they are law-abiding citizens and would not tolerate any form of illegal activities in the area.
As a government, we will continue to win the war against cultism, criminality, gangsterism, and drug abuse in our dear LGA. We will continue to hold regular security, town will sensitize our people, and make Asalga a place where people will sleep with their two eyes closed.
The chairman further explained that the council has reformed a nursery and primary school owned by REIT through our partnership intervention scheme with the Nigerian military, as well as provision of power supply in Buguma City and other communities in the local government area. He said with the support of stakeholders in the council, they were able to provide portable water at Ido, among others. This, he said, will cushion the effect of economic hardship on the people. He commended the River State Governor, Siminalayi Fubara, and the former Governor, Nyesom Wike, for the developmental stride in the state and called on Rivers people to continuity agenda.
Also succeed in providing power supply community within the LGA through the procurement and installation of prepaid meter to all transformer in the LGA, 500 kVA transformer in Okrama community, a Foko and Sangama electricity project, installation of brand new 30 horsepower industrial sumo pump, and a brand new secretariat and chairman's lodge, payment of students' grants to over 300 undergraduates and postgraduate students.
To ensure citizens lead healthy lives, members of the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, River State Branch, have taken their free medical services to Pubonkoro local government area to mark this year's Pharmacy Week. Girls Power annually reports that more than 1,000 people underwent various medical examinations. His reports.
Chairman, Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, River State Branch, Promise Enyi, explained that pharmacies are a group of healthcare professionals licensed with the responsibility of dispensing prescription drugs, monitoring its interactions, administering humanity diligently. That informed PSN to use the pharmacy week to reach out to those living in the urban and remote areas of the state with free medication, dental and eye checks, counseling, consultation, hepatitis screening, and provision of free eyeglasses, among others. Pharmacist Enyi, while expressing satisfaction with the level of turnout of the people of Upobo Kingdom for the free medical outreach, advised them to avoid self-medication rather than visiting the hospital monthly for such medical examinations.
The whole idea is to let people know that there are good intentions, there are things government has put in place, come and use it, instead of going to patronage quacks. And let the people know that government has done well for them. There is orderliness in the place. It's my advice to the Opobo community and the citizens of Rivers State that government-owned facilities are built for you. Please go there. You can be sure of quality healthcare delivery to you.
Other members of the society who spoke with me shared their opinions.
The community so far has been very receptive. We have been able to dispense to over
glasses to people who need glasses. We have dentists that are consulting and doing scaling and polishing.
We're doing both preventive medicine, educating them on how to take care of their health, and we intend to vaccinate all children who perhaps have missed their routine immunization.
The beneficiaries were not left of the appreciation of the PSN.
At least the PSM has given them what they need to obtain, both in terms of counseling, in terms of giving them drugs, even some operations I can see is ongoing. I owe them a big thank you. Continue to partner with them because we trust their services and also recognize them and continue to tell them thank you for the one we have done.
because as I arrived here, I didn't bought drugs with money. They gave me free.
I've told them my complaints and they gave me drugs, so I'm happy. May the good Lord bless the PSM.
God's Power Anele, RSTV News.
President Bola Tinubu has returned to Abuja after being outside the country for 12 days to attend the United Nations General Assembly in New York, the United States, and other outings. The president, who landed at the presidential wing of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, was received by his chief of staff, Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, and other top government officials. While in New York, President Tinubu held a number of bilateral and economic meetings, all targeted at improving the nation's economic and diplomatic image. He met with his South African counterpart, Cyril Ramaphosa, in bilateral discussions, as well as the president of the Union of Comoros, Asali Aswamani, who is also the chairman of the African Union, with whom he discussed the stability of the African continent. The president also met with the Secretary General of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, Hisseni Brahmin Tama, on the sidelines of anger, discussing the role the Islamic world would need to play in Africa's development and sustenance of peace and the global leadership of the ExxonMobil, led by its president of the global upstream operations, Lam Malon, telling company that Nigeria is primed for the best business deals at the moment. Federal government and ALAT have launched Skill Novo program aimed at supporting information and technology revolution that would in turn extend the reach of economic and social interactions as well as enhance productivity growth in Nigeria. The initiative will provide over 3 million Nigerians with essential digital skills required to succeed in the global economy. The Skill Innovation Program will establish 15 state-of-the-art ICT centers strategically placed across Nigeria to provide individuals and businesses alike with access to cutting-edge digital training resources and support. The first phase of the program will focus on Katsina, Anambra, Borno, Lagos, Oyo, and Kano, while the second phase will include Delta, Kaduna, Ogun, Bauchi, Kwara, and Ekiti states. Speaking at the launch of the program at the banquet hall of the State House, Abuja, Vice President Kashim Shettima described the skill innovation as a transformation initiative that ushers in a new era of digital empowerment for Nigerians. Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Ezewawike, has advised Nigerians to explore the path of dialogue in resolving the country's numerous challenges. Wike said this at a public lecture, special Juma prayer held in Abuja as part of activities to commemorate Nigeria's 63rd independence. Represented by the Mandate Secretary, Education Secretariat and the FCT, Dalami Ihiayo, the minister said that Nigeria had been faced with so many challenges since the independence, adding that President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda marked a new beginning for the country. He explained that the 63rd anniversary will serve as a new beginning for the country in line with Tinubu's agenda, and underscored the need to key into the agenda to address the nation's socio-economic challenges. While describing the topic as apt, the minister said it underscores the importance of addressing the socio-economic challenges for our nation faces. Do you love and care about River State and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish. We'll go on a short break now. When we return, more news coming shortly.
I just want the papers, please.
Sir.
Salary don't enter. Yes, so. And month never even reach it. Na salary plenty, oh. No wonder I no gree collect roja from my hand. Shut up, sir. I'm here to bail my younger brother.
development. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has restated commitment of the Nigerian Armed Forces to end security challenges in the country. Musa, who stated this during a condolence visit to the Emir of Zawzaw, Malam Ahmed Bamali, in Zaria, Kaduna State, assured that the security challenges facing the country will soon be a thing of the past and sought for prayers for the military to succeed. Musa, accompanied by some top military officers, commiserated with the state over the death of 8 worshippers who died in a mosque collapse. The CDC conveyed the condolence of the armed forces and prayed for the repose of the souls of those who lost their lives in the tragic incident. And still on security matters, report reaching our news desk says gunmen suspected to be kidnappers have abducted 25 travelers along the Owo-Ifon-Benin Expressway in Ondo State. The victims are said to be members of the choir of the Christ Apostolic Church, Oke Igon, Akure, the capital city. The abductors were said to have struck at about 3 p.m. on Friday around Elegbeka village while they were on their way to Ifon for a funeral ceremony. The public relations officer of Ondo State Police Command, Fumilayo Odunlami Omisonyo, confirmed the incident via text message, noted that an empty bus with inscription of CAC was abandoned by the roadside around Elegbeka, adding that men of the anti-kidnapping squad of the command have been drafted to the area to rescue the victims and apprehend the culprits. The organized labor comprising the Nigerian Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress have boycotted an emergency meeting with the federal government that was scheduled for 3 p.m. at the presidential village in Abuja. The federal government had called for an emergency meeting with the leaders of the organized labor at the conference room of the Office of the President's Chief of Staff. Among other goals, the meeting was meant to talk the labor movement out of its planned nationwide strike from Tuesday, October 3, 2023. The unions have also directed their state chapters and affiliates to mobilize for the shutdown of critical facilities and infrastructure such as airports, seaports, electricity grids, and fuel supply nationwide. They accused the federal government of refusing to meaningfully engage and reach agreements with organized labor on critical issues of the consequences of the unfortunate hike in the price of petrol, which has unleashed massive suffering on Nigerian workers and masses. Despite several deadlock talks, the federal government, after Thursday's National Economic Council meeting, appealed to the unions, to continue negotiations, warning that an indefinite strike could devastate the economy. And on the foreign scene now, 6 people have died and 15 others are trapped after a mine shaft collapse in Zimbabwe. Reports by Zimbabwe state media says the collapse of Bay Horse gold mine in Chegutu, 62 miles west of the capital Harare, left more than 30 people trapped. 13 miners are said to have escaped and others being rescued as efforts to reach those who remain underground are underway. According to the report, the cause of the collapse is not known. The Zimbabwe Miners Federation said its Secretary General and the Chegutu Miners Association chairman would go to the site to try to establish what happened. Mining accidents in Zimbabwe, which sits on vast reserves of gold, platinum, and diamonds, are not uncommon, as mining methods are often rudimentary and safety standards are largely disregarded. Female Israeli soldiers are to be banned from serving as high-security prison guards after allegations of sex with Palestinian inmates. Israeli media say a soldier admitted to physical intimacy with a Palestinian man said to have carried out a deadly attack on Israeli civilians. The woman is thought to have been on military service, which is compulsory for the majority of Israelis. The name of the soldier and the inmate serving a life sentence have not been released, but court hearing the case ordered that other details, including the location of the prison, should not be revealed. A state of emergency has been declared in New York City as strong storms bring flash flooding. Many of the city's subway systems, streets, and highways have flooded, while at least one terminal at LaGuardia Airport closed later reopening. Up to 20 cm of rain fell in some parts of the city, but skies have calmed slightly by the evening. Governor Kathy Hochul urged people to take steps to stay safe and never attempt to travel on flooded roads. No deaths or critical injuries have been reported. And on entertainment now, after a brief hiatus from the entertainment scene, theater arts practitioner come popular singer Chief Momaji Gift, aka Momaji, has returned to scene with an initiative to impart the lives of Nigerian and African indigenes, with Rivers State as the kick-off point. Mavis Victor has more of the details.
In a recent chat, the entertainer and leading ambassador of Rivers State unveiled the African Talent Pool, an initiative under the Momaji Foundation, hinting that several youths across communities from the local government areas will be groomed. Nigerian music producer Hit Sound has kicked off his attempt to break the Guinness World Record for longest music recording section, with multiple artists aiming to hold the recording section for 72 hours. Hit Sound joins other individuals in the Nigerian music industry, including DJ Obi, Kafi, and DJ Yin, who have all attempted the Guinness World Record.
You all know I'm on the verge of breaking the world record for the longest recording marathon with multiple artists. So this is a call to action for all the artists that are looking forward to be a part of this journey with me.
Las Vegas police have arrested a man in the deadly 1996 drive-by shooting of Tupac Shakur. The development is a long-awaited break in a case that has frustrated investigators and fascinated the public ever since the hip-hop icon was gunned down on the Las Vegas Strip 27 years ago.
For 27 years, the family of Tupac Shakur has been waiting for justice. We are here today to announce the arrest of 60-year-old Dwayne Keith Davis, aka Keefy D, for the murder of Tupac Shakur. Davis was arrested this morning by my LVMPD criminal apprehension team, and this investigation started on the night of September 7th, 1996.
Mavis Victor, RSTV Entertainment News.
And in sports, Victor Boniface has been on fire for Bayern Leverkusen in the German Bundesliga, scoring 5 goals in 5 appearances. Manchester City are reportedly eyeing a move for Super Eagles forward Victor Boniface, seeking to strengthen their attacking options. The Nigerian star has been in sensational form since his transfer from Royal Union Goles to Bayern Leverkusen, amassing 5 goals and 2 assists in just 5 appearances. Earlier reports had linked Boniface with a potential move to Atletico Madrid, but suggested that the citizens are also closely monitoring the Super Eagles attacker as a potential addition to their attacking lineup. Boniface was last season's top scorer in the Europa League following his move to the German Bundesliga. He emerged as one of the standout performers in the 2023-24 season, earning accolades such as the Player of the Month for August and the Rookie Award. Do you love and care about Rivers State and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish. Many thanks for joining us on our news at 7:30 p.m. We'll bring you a fuller detail. My name is Helen Eric Geminiwa. Good afternoon.